Yo, Bitcoin just took a massive correction very late yesterday. Absolutely insane. We'll get into it. Are we done? The Fed may keep rates higher for longer. We'll jump into the FOMC meeting coming up here in 2 days. The WEF, they're going pro-Bitcoin. A little bit sinister, a little bit scary. I wonder what propaganda they're putting out. Senator Elizabeth Warren, she is way out of control. And Javier Milei is getting very close to some very strange people in a very strange turn of events. Google is getting ready for a spot Bitcoin approval, and are more banks set to collapse? Will the US ban Bitcoin? We've got the Bitcoin signal. Let's get at it today. We can see the fear and greed index here today is still in greed at 74. It has cooled down a little bit. Is there further pain to come? Maybe. I dare say not too much. We'll dive into that very shortly. I just want to talk about broken money. This is out here by Rosalind. Why is there so much going on about Bitcoin? Why the attention, searches, bans, and interest? It's because of our broken money systems. It's because of the simple alternative in the 9-page and 30,000 lines of code that made money purely borderless. Jimmy Wales, he's the founder or behind Wikipedia there. I forgot my bank password and lost my entire net worth. No, actually, that didn't happen because banks work and Bitcoin doesn't. Lynn Alden. It's funny here with Rosalind using the words broken money system, Lynn Alden's book, Broken Money. Definitely recommend reading that. But one of the most heartbreaking emails I got was from a Lebanese doctor who lost 95% of their net worth due to hyperinflation because they held it in banks/currency. They were too busy being a doctor rather than a hands-on investor on the side as well, assuming their money is safe. Also, if this guy, Jimmy Wales, did buy Bitcoin when he was first told about it in the early years, he wouldn't need to ask for donations there. So the Bitcoin community is railing back against Jimmy there. Obviously, we understand the power of Bitcoin. That's why we're here at block height 820,748, exchange 40,543. We'll dive into that. Local time 5:46 a.m. December 12. Last block reward 7.7627. Fees 1.5127. Made up 19.49%. Nice little reward there, hey? Next halving, less than 20,000 to go, 19,252. Next difficulty adjustment is coming down a very, very little. Average block time hidden where it needs to be at 10 minutes and 7 seconds right there. So diving into what happened in the last couple of days, Coinbase MicroStrategy marathon stocks buckle 5 to 10% as Bitcoin tumbles below 42K. We can see we're at 40,000 at the moment and some change. A flash crash and thin trade on Sunday. I think someone fat fingered a $1.5 billion trade or sell. Very thin liquidity in the weekends. This is not unusual. It is all good. Just stack and chill. And I just want to show you this. This here, you push it, you just smash buy when it's straight. Obviously, that's not financial advice, but when you study Bitcoin, when you read the Bitcoin books, you understand that red is for stacking, green is for chilling. If you're here now, you are early. It went up so quick. We'll dive into the sats. Sats per dollar, 2,465. This is what gets me excited. This is one of my favorite metrics here. The higher the number, the more you get for your dirty fiat. Make the most of it while it lasts. It's not going to last very long. The spot Bitcoin ETF, everything that's coming out, we're going to dive into Google. None of that's changed. All that is still happening. This is just a small correction in the short term. How long does it last? Who knows? Who cares? Make the most of it while you can. And then just chill. It's all good. Anyway, Bitcoin's price plunged nearly 10% from 44K level in a space of a few minutes. I saw that pretty much live. It was a big wick down. We can jump into that there. So MicroStrategy, which holds nearly 175,000 Bitcoin in its treasury, goats, is lower by 6%, while crypto exchange Coinbase was down over 5%. NASDAQ listed Bitcoin miners. I just want to draw your attention to this. So Bitcoin miners, Marathon, Riot, Hut 8 and CleanSpark suffered even steeper losses of 10 to 15% in late Monday morning action. Why would that be? It's because they are a leveraged Bitcoin play. If Bitcoin drops, the miners are going to drop a whole lot more. And we obviously saw that as well with MicroStrategy. It happens. The easiest thing, obviously not advice, is just stack and chill, put it in cold storage, get it on steel. Somebody asked me yesterday, Where do you get that? It's $11 off Amazon or Cedar. In the description. Don't store your generational wealth on paper. That would be absolutely crazy. Please don't be a crazy person. Everyone thinks Bitcoin is as crazy as it is. Do the right thing, because when you are proven right, you don't want to look for it and see that it got water damage or burn in a fire. So Samson Mount, decentralized peer-to-peer electronic cash, DGAF. Nico, make no mistake, Nico from Simply Bitcoin, just a shout out, congratulations on getting married over the weekend. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful couple, beautiful people. They had some beautiful friends around them and family. Lovely to see those photos there, but absolute heartfelt congratulations to Nico and his wife. Nico, make no mistake, the bill that Senator Elizabeth Warren has introduced in the Senate and continues to gather momentum would be a de facto ban on self-custody and peer-to-peer transactions in the US. Extend Bank Secrecy Act responsibilities include know your customer requirements to digital asset wallet providers, miners, validators, and other network participants that may act to validate, secure, or facilitate digital asset transactions. Shout out to everyone in the chat there. If you can smash the like button while we are live, that helps get it out heaps. Now, address a major gap with respect to unhosted digital wallets, which allows individuals to bypass AML and sanction check by directing FinCEN to finalize and implement its December 2020 proposed rule, which would require banks and money service businesses to verify customer and counterparty identities, keep records and file reports in relation to certain digital asset transactions involving unhosted wallets or wallets hosted in non-BSA compliant jurisdictions. Direct FinCEN to issue guidance to financial institutions on mitigating the risk of handling, using, or transacting with digital assets that have been anonymized using digital asset mixes and other anonymous enhancing technologies. Let's go with that word there. Back to Samson Mount again. Decentralized peer-to-peer electronic cash, DGAF. Now, we've covered cruso energy before in regards to the World Economic Forum. Obviously, the World Economic Forum is unelected leaders of the world that I don't have that much respect for. Probably very, very little what they're doing. I think it's very sinister. It's very interesting how they've been changing their tune and slowly putting out propaganda pro-Bitcoin mining. Very, very odd. Probably a good thing long-term that they are starting to become in favor of Bitcoin mining. But this is on 60 Minutes. 60 Minute interviews the founder of Cruso Energy, a company that specializes in capturing wasted flare gas for Bitcoin mining. So what's this got to do with the World Economic Forum? Well, Cruso Energy is who the World Economic Forum, and I've lost this page that I had here. Let me find it. It was absolutely, here we go. My apologies. This is what happens when we're live. So Cruso Energy is the data center, the Bitcoin data center named by the World Economic Forum. How Cruso Energy catches waste methane to power data centers, we don't need to really go into it. But one of the key problems we're focused on is using the emission reduction is called flaring. Flaring happens either in the oil field or in landfills where you have this waste stream of gas that's associated with oil. They're using that, generating power in the Bitcoin data centers. The World Economic Forum has been dead set against Bitcoin mining. Then they started going pro data centers in regards to using flare gas and methane. And now they're directly naming Bitcoin mining companies. And now 60 Minutes is interviewing the same Bitcoin mining companies. What is going on? I told you it'd be slowly that they'd need to do it. They'd need to do an about face. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I'd love to know your thoughts in regards to it. I think they're bloody sinister. I think this is a good move and will allow Bitcoin to continue going on. But remember, they can't ban Bitcoin. China tried to ban Bitcoin. Couple of people taking the piss in regarding Senator Elizabeth Warren. Talking about taking a piss, did you see or listen to that Twitter space yesterday with the, I know it's tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but it's an amazing conversation. Alex Jones, Andrew and Tristan Tate, there's Patrick Bet-David, Elon Musk, Vivek, hosted by Mario on Twitter. That was a great conversation listening to in regards to free speech. It would have been great to have a Bitcoiner jump in there with it, but literally Vivek took the piss. You need to listen to it to understand what I'm talking about. But absolutely hilarious and a lot of fun, but such a high level conversation, regardless of whether you agree or not. Worth taking the time. Anyway, Elizabeth Warren was sent back in time by cypherpunks in the future to prevent Bitcoin mining from centralizing the US. She is perfectly built for the task, the most elite, relentless FUD machine. Beautiful photo there. Happy smile, happy days. Now, Dan Held. I like Dan Held. US Senator Warren lied about crypto being used by Hamas and North Korea. Now she's sponsoring a bill that will effectively ban crypto in the US. Never forget that these people hate you. We will fight back. We will win. But just a reminder, Elizabeth Warren is one of the worst legislators of all time. Lifetime stats for Warren bills. 305 introduced, 0 became law. 1,766 co-sponsored, 45 became law. She's just an in real life engagement bait troll. So maybe something, maybe nothing. If you are in the US, stand up and fight against it. This is absolutely, that's what happens with the economic elite. As Svetsky says, we should stop calling them elite because they definitely are not elitist people. They're their own, I don't know, breed, really. Now, this is interesting. So, Javier Milei was officially sworn in as president in Argentina yesterday and started his presidency off with the bang. His official signature in the inauguration book says, Viva la Libertad Carajo. Hopefully I got that right. But the English transaction, long live fucking freedom. That's cool. I swore a little bit. It's all good. The first, I'm trying not to, ladies and gentlemen, the first anarcho-capitalist in history has made his intentions clear from day one. What a historic day for Argentina. And saying that, he's meeting with some very odd people, and Bitcoin Twitter is firing back. So to meet Biden ate after lunch with Bill Clinton. There, Washington, November 7, Argentine President-elect Javier Milei will meet with the top security aide to the US President Joe Biden in Washington, the White House confirmed on Monday. After the far-right libertarian lunch with former US President Bill Clinton in New York. The meal with the former US leader, a Democratic largely on the opposite side of the ideological fence from Milei, marks an especially surprising part of the incoming Argentina's president's first foreign trip after winning a runoff vote earlier this month. Pretty interesting, hey, the people he's meeting with. He's met with some other people. We won't dive into it too much. Is it an about face, or is he doing what he needs to be able to do? Obviously, he's not burning down the central bank like he said. He has chilled out a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see and unpack as that happens. Ultimately, it's good. I don't think it's going to happen all at once, though. So very contentious. Do we get a rate hike? Do we get a rate pause? This coming time, it's going to be a pause, in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but what's going to happen longer term? Goldman Sachs, Fed interest rates cuts will begin in Q3 2024 per Goldman Sachs. A lot of people are hoping for earlier. So we'll have to watch this very closely. Fed observer Jim Grant foresees long-term high rates as FOMC meeting approaches. There is widespread speculation about whether Fed Chair Jerome Powell will continue to uphold the current elevated benchmark interest rate. Concurrently, Jim Grant, renowned for his 4-decade-long work in Grant's Interest Rate Observer, holds the conviction that interest rates will stay at a higher for much, 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 much longer level. Not what we want to hear. Is that going to happen? At some stage, they are going to have to cut them dramatically, and when it happens, it's going to be pretty quick and brutal, in my opinion. Current market sentiment does not foresee a rate increase by the Fed in the imminent meeting, which we've been covering. We can see that here. One day, 23 hours and 1 minute, 98.4% chance they keep it where it is. As per the FedWatch tool, additionally, a significant number of market observers predict the U.S. central bank will have to reduce rates soon. Wall Street Journal journalist Justin Lahard on December 9 opinion the Fed can't put off preparing for rate cuts. So a lot of people will be paying very close attention to the words that spill out and spit from Jerome Papa Powell's mouth, and we'll see. We'll keep you up to date. Another good reason to hit subscribe if we vibe. But JP Morgan leader Jamie Dimon anticipates an increase in interest rates and a looming recession. He's a looming individual, Jamie Dimon there. We'll see. We did dive into that there. Checkmate. We win. how much Bitcoin is available. By available, I mean in liquid enough circulation that we can reasonably expect them to change hands near term. Short-term supply, 2.335 mil. Exchange balance, 2.324 million Bitcoin. Combined, they equal an all-time low of 23.8% of circulating. It's great. If you've got any questions about on-chain metrics, let us know. I'll ask Checkmate for you when we have them on. Alex, Stanaski, maybe I know I've butchered that, but Alex there, brother, one thing I hear often regarding Bitcoin is I've missed it. It's too late to buy Bitcoin because each Bitcoin is so expensive. You still get over 2,000 sats per fiat USD. Today, it's much, much more than it was yesterday. Are you making the most of it? This will not last forever. Some days it will drop. Someday it will drop to 1,800 per USD, then 15, then 1,250, then 1,000, etc. If Bitcoin goes from 44K to 440K, you are not too late. Most people avoid thinking they are being scammed. Others will be called lucky by the same people who didn't out of fear. The finite supply, which is unique and the first time the human race has ever encountered it, means it goes up forever. Measured in USD as price of all things drop measured in Bitcoin. Even Ray Dalio is saying the quiet part out loud. He is saying that they're in a debt spiral. That's paraphrasing his wording, not the exact words that came out, but that was the messaging. And even Satoshi Nakamoto was explaining, this is 14 years and 1 day ago, how it would grow in value. Lost coins can never be recovered. Since the effective circulation is reduced, all the remaining coins are worth significantly more. It's the opposite of when a government prints money. Money printer, in my opinion, is coming here. Now, Google is getting ready for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval. They have updated their crypto ad policy. Approval odds move to 99.99%. Expect BlackRock, Fidelity, VanEck, and others to spend big on ads in Q1. We're already seeing a little bit of the Larry Fink, marketing manager for Bitcoin, going off like a frog in a sock. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust at the moment in the airports as well. What happens now that Google's given them the green light to go ahead once this comes out and put into effect? January 2024. Like, the timing could not have been better. And why now? Obviously, it has to do with BlackRock. BlackRock owns the world. They're probably the largest shareholder in Google as well, would be my prediction, or one of. Anyway, it's going to get crazy, absolutely crazy. Google has always been against crypto ads, not always, but they did go pretty draconian on them, and now they will update the cryptocurrency and related products policy to clarify the scope and requirements for that advertisement of cryptocurrency coin trust beginning January 29, 2024. So a little bit interesting, it's not between the 5th and the 10th, but it'll give them a little bit of time. They'll hit the mainstream news first. If it gets approved between the 5th and the 10th, hit the mainstream news and then just start pumping ads absolutely everywhere. Advertisers offering cryptocurrency coin trust targeting the United States may advertise those products and services when they meet the following requirements and are certified by Google. So you can jump into their policy there, but that is a good thing. The number go up, obviously number go up is what brings us in, I guess, at the start. And then you start reading the books, you start understanding, you realize it's a whole lot more than that. You understand money for the first time. That's why we read the books. FYI, bank credit just sold off like 2008. Get some cash out of banks as you need cash. This may be the start of the biggest crash in history. Hope I'm wrong, yet no time to play Russian roulette with your life. There's a fix for this. It is called Bitcoin. The reason why banks have these big problems, and yes, it's a little bit more nuanced, is just because of the crazy amount of money that they keep printing. And the interest rates, they need to borrow money to pay off their debt. The world's in a debt spiral. It's just not one country here, ladies and gentlemen. So let this sink in. The amount of Bitcoin you need to have more net worth than the average person is just 0.23 Bitcoin. So if you've gotten 1 to 1 and you've been here through this bear market, absolutely well done. Congratulations. If you're just getting in here now, to have more net worth than the average person, 0.23 Bitcoin is what will be required. Jeff Booth, The Price of Tomorrow, amazing author, amazing Bitcoin advocate, just an amazing person. I'll drop the receipt here. Jeff, I cannot wait to have you on the show. I know you don't know that yet, but I look forward to that conversation. Receipts, 12-12-23. The basis of an economy that requires manipulated money that steals from others in order to survive is not an economy, it is a control structure. Opt out of it and play a game designed for the best in us. Bitcoin, what beautiful words. We have seen the market cap drop down to 1.6 trillion. Bitcoin, it's just under 800,000, 790, not just under 800 billion, 799 billion, 468 million, 376,330. Now, I'll show you the charts. Bitcoin, I'll just refresh this here. It's gone up a little bit while we've been live. Well done. Fantastic. Bitcoin, that's what it does. When in doubt, zoom out. 7%. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got the receipts. I have been saying, I'll jump into the chat very soon. We're going to see $10,000, $20,000 days. This was more like a $3,000 or $4,000 day. They're coming. Get ready for it. And that's why I talk about the big red button. Because when you see the big red button, then you get excited. You're not so scared about the big red button. You enjoy the big red button and you just push it. And then when it goes up, you just chill. Because when we get these $10,000, $20,000 day drawdowns, you don't want to get psyched out. You just want to be here for the long term. I think people get in, like I was saying, for the number go up. A lot of people say that and you stay here for the revolution. Bitcoin, no matter how much or how little you can get, the longer you can hold it, stack, the better. And for me, there's ways never to sell it. It is the world's vastly superior asset. Anyway, 40,718. Crazy, hey? Pretty much $4,000, 3,700 and change there. Well, 3,700 pretty much exactly. 40,321 was the low, 44,019 the high in the last 24 hours. So $3,700 candle, just another day in Bitcoin. When in doubt, zoom out. If that doesn't look good, keep zooming out. 14 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180. And if we have a look over the whole year, Bitcoin favors those who can look, hold, and relax. So, did you buy the dip? FOMO21 discount code below if you are interested. Today, we've got the TikTok Next Block shirt. I absolutely love their project. I love the project, but I love the products from the FOMO21 project. And we are not here in the projects. If you are there, shout out to everyone in the projects that is hustling, that is accumulating Bitcoin to be able to make the most of it. So instead of using code YOLO, you can use code YOLO for 10% off. Same thing, you can use G'day. Either way, I don't care. Beautiful, beautiful clothing. We had a look at this big red button hit by Stephen Lubka. This is a really good thing. We'll just race through it really quickly. US government highly unlikely to ban Bitcoin in any capacity. Here is why. Total value of Bitcoin, 800 billion. Assumed total American broad exposure, 60%. Add all of the mining companies, public and private. Add up all the business segments from Fidelity, hedge funds, VC funds, and PE. American easily has over 1 trillion exposure to the asset, which makes it enormously costly and politically unpopular to tackle Bitcoin head-on. But Executive Order 6102, they say. FDR was the closest thing to a dictator the country had ever seen. He had 100x the executive power of the current executive branch. That's because BlackRock and the three-letter agencies own the world. Yes, tinfoil hat. It's just not the same. It is costly to attack Bitcoin head-on. The government will instead look to surveil, tax, and mitigate, but I truly believe we are through the woods on a full frontal assault. Absolutely, it is too slow. I just want to read you something really quickly out of Bitcoin Evangelism that I thought was very pertinent. Nothing is so permanent as a temporary government program. As discussed in prior chapters, we can be assured the US dollar will continue to devalue, and in all likelihood devalue at an increasing rate because our currency system and debts have hit a critical mass. It's of great value to understand how inflation works. It's not a super complicated concept, but there's more to it than most people expect. You can see this chart here, the price of the US dollar purchasing power over the last 100 years. It's lost, 98%. 98% of its value. Fantastic. I got that number right. The receipt is there. Read the book, Bitcoin Evangelism. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, About to jump into the comments. I got one more thing. Oh no, that was downhill. Bring it up. So I will jump in there. Good morning to everyone. Kartini is good morning, my darling sister. Beautiful to have you here in the chat. Now, into the forest. G'day, mate. Are you out in the forest this morning? Bitcoin Australia, Australian Bitcoin community represent. Let us know where in the world you are from. If you are watching live with a replay, smash like again, hit subscribe. G'day, Toronto. Tantrum Shack. G'day from Toronto, Canada. A lot of Canadians, starting to get into this. The signal is getting out worldwide. Absolutely love it. And cannot wait to get to Canada. We started looking for a snowboarding. Well, my wife would go skiing. I'd go snowboarding. Holiday maybe next year. Mark, love your channel. Please keep the great vids coming. Mate, Mark, I promise they will not stop. Monday to Friday, Australian time. I will get them out. Most Saturdays, Fridays in the US, I'll get out a podcast for you as well. Bitcoin is the most important thing for humanity at this time in history. That's why I keep urging everyone to read the books, Bitcoin Evangelism, Beers for Bitcoin, The Fiat Standard, Broken Money, The Price of Tomorrow, Art and Run, Atlas Shrugged. All of them, make the most of it. But this is a very important, pivotal time in human history with the World Economic Forum going pro-Bitcoin mining. That's just one step. They're so against it, and they're slowly. And I think we're going to see Bitcoin long-term become the global world reserve currency. It's already happening. It is one of the world's largest currencies circulating. I'd be paying attention. So keep dropping. I'll be buying more. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Crypto Fever. G'day, everyone. G'day, mate. Jason Mercer. Good morning, legend. Good to see you. Paul Bogo. His backflip already on the Paris Climate Committee. I think he is all fake. Be very interesting to see what happens with Javier in regards to that. That's what Paul is commenting on. He's only been there for one day, but yeah, the Climate Committee... You know, they're all politicians. They're all pollies. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Kartini, maybe you could have a quick look. Kartini's very up with politics there, my sister. And give us a little bit of a rundown of what you think is happening with Javier Milei's little backflip on the climate change as well. We'll see. You'll wonder where that pressure is coming from and if he has been forced to play nice for a little while, and how it's going to work out. Cuss the Juice, g'day. Yeah, G Orange Day, mates. Down, all good, stack and chill. Absolutely nice dip to stack on. Hey, Sean, great show. You're a rock. Thank you very much, MW. Jamie Demon fuds Bitcoin and buys Bitcoin in the background. 100% he is hitting buy. They do own quite a lot of Bitcoin, or he has been selling it to his high net worth individuals in the past. Is he still doing that? I tried to dive into it. I couldn't find anything current. If anyone can, at Sean Clark 911 on Twitter would greatly be appreciated. I definitely believe he is stacking and selling to his high net worth individuals. It's all posturing. It's very interesting, very interesting. Pleased to hear, Jason, in regards to the TV. Good morning, Katini. G'day from Brizzy. Jason Watson, just been out to the secret forest and back. Oh, fantastic. Again, consolidation week, a consolidation day. It'll really be a bear trap if the weekly candle closed green. God, that it happened at the start of the week. Good, absolutely. God for me is the great outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Vivek is Pajit. I'd like to know, I'll need to Google that word there. Do you think the narrative has been driving price? Many technical analysts think the price drives narrative. This is slightly different, right? The narrative has really driven the price. Believe it's a little bit of both. With Checkmate that comes on, I will dive into it as well with more of the on-chain metrics there. I think the narrative drives the longer term price, and then the on-chain metrics drive the shorter-term narrative, if that makes sense. I think it's sort of like vice versa. John Power, g'day from Ireland. Calms my panic in the UK. These Coinbase fees, ain't it? G'day, bro. Jamie Jam Jeep, good to see you again, brother. G'day from Puerto Rico. Viva la Libertad Carajo. I need to make sure, Jose, that I learn to pronounce that properly. I love the words. G'day from Ireland. G'day from Texas. Cool. Some awesome places in the chat. Got my daughter's cold wallets for Christmas. Hell yeah. Awesome. Wow. That is so sick. Learn about the hardest money. I don't know how old your daughters are What a Christmas present. What an absolute Christmas present. They probably don't know. They may look at it and be like, what the but? Is that why your name's Tantrum Shack? Because you've got daughters and they're throwing tantrums? I'm just playing here. Kids, hey, well done. But if they roll their eyes now, they'll love me when I'm gone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. They probably don't know what you're giving them there. But they will thank you long term. G'day, Andy Surfer. Man, the waves here with this tropical low, I think it's going to hit further up north. Haven't seen it, but the wind and the waves here absolutely wild at the moment. Thanks for helping me spread the word, John. Absolute pleasure. G'day. Burrito, g'day, Texas. Great show again. Thanks, Amped BDC. Best part of the day, mate. G'day from Wollongong. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Do hit subscribe if we vibe, like the video and share it. Share that documentary, get it out. I changed the thumbnail, why Bitcoin matters, because Bitcoin is the most important thing right now. We've got 97 people watching live. I believe that's one of the records. Well done, Stacked Chill. I predict a big green candle tomorrow, Eric. Maybe. Don't sleep on Bitcoin if you've read the books. Obviously not financial advice. You know where my conviction is. This is great. I did a very, very large buy above this price. I think it was at like 41,700. So 40,669, baby, 96. You saw that. Receipts on the channel, 69, number of the universe. Hopefully you made the most of it. Whether it happens tomorrow, whether it happens today, next week, next month, next year, Bitcoin is going up and to the right forever, Laura. LFG, g'day, Bitcoin. Have a very beautiful day. Make the most of it. Stack, chill, relax. It's a button. You can just push it like that. It doesn't really work. I really need to turn around to be able to do it. Anyway, have a lovely one. It's been an absolute pleasure. Be blessed. Peace.